All right, folks, let's dive into the world of Lainey Gossip, the woman who took celebrity gossip to a whole new level of smart, sassy, and thought-provoking commentary. Lainey, born Elaine Bluey, isn't just any gossip columnist. She is a cultural commentator who made gossip feel like both an obsession and a masterclass in understanding fame. Lainey brought a sharp, intelligent perspective to the world of celebrity lines, giving readers more than just rumors. She gave them context, psychology, and yes, shade.
I believe that what I do on my blog is really the Friday night after work martini conversation about Ben Affleck or Brad Pitt or whoever, just online.
I don't think it's just a Friday night martini. My wife tells me all the time, there's the morning coffee happening with this coffee history, and we were kind of chatting off camera about the idea of what you have built with the website and obviously now with the talk show, this whole idea of building a conversation around pop culture, around gossip.
Well, I think it's hugely important. I mean, I love that we're talking today about conversations because Lainey Gossip is a conversation. Every day I open my blog with Dear Gossips. It's a letter, and that introduces the day's content. And what I'm trying to do in that format, and it will never change, is Dear Gossips, here's what I'm thinking about, all my thoughts. Are we gonna fight about this? Let me know what you think. Yours in Gossip, Lainey. And it is meant to convey to people that, hey, we're vibing about this together.
Well, what do you think it is?
Born in Canada, Lainey quickly became the queen of Canadian gossip, but her reach went global when fans began logging on daily to see her fresh take on Hollywood's biggest players. Let's get into what made Lainey Gossip a daily must-read for those of us who wanted our celebrity news with a bit more of insight. Lainey's journey into the world of celebrity gossip started as a blog that she ran on the side while working full-time. She began writing about celebrities in a way that felt different from traditional gossip column. It was fresh, witty, and smart. She wasn't just giving scoop, she was giving her analysis of the scoop. Lainey's blog quickly gained traction, attracting readers who wanted more than just fluff. They wanted to know the why behind the headlines.
What do you think it is about celebrity gossip, about pop culture, and the nature of speaking about these issues that makes gossip so relevant? What is it that makes gossip so popular?
When you're talking about the celebrity, that's just the introduction into the conversation. The celebrity is your conduit, but the conversation really is about what you believe in, what your values are, what you would have done in that situation.
By the mid-2000s, Lainey's blog, Lainey Gossip, was one of the go-to sites for people who wanted an intellectual twist on Hollywood drama. She wasn't just about sensationalism. She was about understanding the bigger picture. Celebrity as a reflection of culture, power dynamics, and the ever-changing rules of fame. Lainey didn't just deliver gossip. She created a space where gossip could be analyzed, debated, and deeply enjoyed. One thing
experience infidelity. Lots of people have struggles in their relationship. And in that conduit, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner, thank you very much, you are shaping your perspective about those issues and sharing it with your community.
You know, it's so poignant because I remember when you were on stage, TEDx Vancouver 2012, and you give this TED Talk about the sociology of gossip. And I remember something that stood out to me was you saying that celebrity gossip is the conversation that exposes who we are.
One thing that set Lainey apart was her sharp, witty style. Lainey wasn't afraid to call things as she saw them, but she always did it with a sense of humor and intelligence. She'd take a story about a Hollywood breakup and break it down, asking questions like, what does this mean for their brand? Or how does this play into the public perceptions of them? She had a knack for pulling back the curtain on celebrity narratives narratives and showing readers what might really be going on behind the scenes.
Given everything you've covered and everything you've analyzed, how many true stories and themes do you think that are out there and just get recycled over and over with new faces?
Well, there are, I mean, if you, in literature or in comedy and drama, there are probably only 5 themes, right? Love, hate, betrayal, disappointment. I mean, these are very common themes, and you can extract them from every story. So these are universal and they're immortal. The interest in love is immortal. The interest in betrayal and the reaction from betrayal is immortal. The interest in pursuing happiness is immortal. And so given that those themes are immortal, the players, the actors, and the writers who are interpreting those themes will go on.
And the storytelling aspect is so vital, and this is what you do well with every single post, because there's so many blogs out there. How do you approach the idea of telling a story and doing it succinctly and doing it well so your gossips are responding and sharing this content?
Well, you kept using the word story, and the reason why is because it is storytelling. Everything is storytelling. Even sports is storytelling. You know, when you watch a sports program or when you're watching a game, the story is that these are the players, they have to abide by a set of rules, but then the drama unfolds within those parameters. That's a story. And so when you write about celebrities, you can't just throw out the facts. What you're doing is you're extracting the storytelling elements about it. You know, these are the characters, what were their motivations? What could possibly have been their ulterior motivations? What would the outcomes be? How can they change those outcomes? All of that is storyboarding. All of that is, like, you know, that kind of approach to every post I have is probably not unlike the approach that writers have in a writer's room when they're writing a TV show. But in essence, the bare bones of the process is building a story and breaking a story.
And let's talk about her signature shade. Lainey had this fantastic ability to throw subtle jabs that were as clever as they were entertaining. She hinted at a star's public persona while poking at the cracks, questioning whether the image they projected was as perfect as it seemed. Her tone was playful, but thoughtful, making her readers feel like they were part of the inside joke, seeing the stories behind the stories.
It can't be like, if I'm the nice website, great, then you have to be nice all the time. When Chris Brown beats the shit out of Rihanna, you gotta be nice. If you're snarky, then you gotta be snarky consistently. Sometimes you can be nice if it's warranted, but you gotta inject a certain amount of bitch in there. Otherwise, that's not your brand. So it's about brand definition and making sure that the vision is cohesive.
Unlike many traditional gossip columnists who would just drop a blind and let readers go wild, Lainey took a different approach. She wanted her audience to understand the context behind the blinds. She hinted at the mystery, yes, but she'd also give her thoughts on what the celebrity motivations might be, how this story would fit into their career, and how it reflected in the industry's power structure. For example, if she hinted at a certain Oscar-nominated actress with a reputation for being difficult on set, she'd follow it up with her take on Hollywood's double standards for male and female stars. Lainey didn't just want readers to guess who was behind the blind. She wanted them to think about why this narrative existed in the first place, something I could totally appreciate. She had a way of balancing the thrill of gossip with social commentary, making her readers feel a little bit more smarter with every post. Lainey didn't just report on celebrity scandals. She explored what they said about society, fame, and our obsession with both. Her writing made you realize that celebrity gossip wasn't just about the stars, it's about us, about what we value and what we're willing to overlook. She'd analyze how media shapes our views on celebrities and discuss how certain stars use their platforms to control their images, carefully crafting their public personas. For Lainey, gossip was never about just spilling secrets. She used it as a tool to examine fame and culture, showing her readers that the way we talk about celebrities can tell us a lot more about the world that we live in. She'd write about a star's career move or a personal scandal and ask, what does this say about Hollywood's values? Lainey's take was always insightful, making gossip feel like an academic study, one with a lot more fun and a lot more sass. One of the most remarkable things about Lainey Gossip was the community Lainey built. Her readers weren't just passive consumers, they were engaged, thoughtful, and as obsessed as she was. People logged in daily not only for her takes on Hollywood, but to dive into the comments, debate theories, and share their own perspectives. Lainey created a safe space for people to love gossip openly without shame. Her readers felt like insiders, part of the savvy club that they saw beyond their superficial stories. They knew Lainey wasn't just giving them gossip, she was letting them into a world where they could feel smart, entertained, and in the know. And Lainey herself would interact with them, responding to theories and engaging in the conversation, making her audience feel like they were a part of something special. Lainey Gossip changed the way we look at celebrity gossip. She took what was once seen as trash media and transformed it into something that was thoughtful, witty, and insightful. Her writing style inspired a whole new generation of gossip bloggers and readers who wanted more than just scandal. They wanted depth, context, and a bit of clever humor. She proved that you can talk about Hollywood and still be intelligent. She showed that gossip can be a lens through which we examine our society, our values, and our own fascination with fame. In doing so, Lainey redefined what it means to be a gossip columnist, paving the way for a style that balances juicy details with cultural critique. So what did Lainey leave behind? She left a legacy of smart, sassy gossip that isn't afraid to dig a little deeper. Lainey Gossip made us question the way we see celebrities and the narratives that they craft. She reminded us that behind every Hollywood story, there is a bigger picture, a hidden motivation, a game of power, an image that's fascinating to dissect. For those who logged on every day, she wasn't just a gossip columnist. She was a cultural critic, a mentor in the art of seeing past the surface. Lainey taught her readers to look at Hollywood with a critical eye, to enjoy the drama, but also to ask the questions, to see the layers underneath the glamour. She made gossip a thinking person's game, and for that, we will always be grateful.
You know, people know that when they can come to Lainey Gossip that I write from Monday to Friday, and that this is the word count that they're going to expect. Like in general, there have been lighter days and heavier days, but in general, they're going to get 3,500 words. That's over 3,000 words a day. They're going to get something to read, and they know that, you know, it's not going to be like sometimes Tuesday, sometimes Monday. Consistency. People have to trust that. So it's patience, it's consistency, and then you have to have a very, very clear vision.
Tune into the buzz, it's the talk of the day. From Bravo shows to the latest celeb spree, we've got the tea, come sip it with me. Dani Gossip Girl, pop culture expose. We're spilling all the secrets every